Today we are going to talk about the biomechanics related to the flight of a golf ball. In order to launch a golf ball into the air, you must efficiently swing a golf club and make solid contact with the ball. Obviously, the main goal in golf is to hit the golf ball straight and far, but how do you maximize the distance of the golf swing? The answer is in generating torque during the backswing. Torque can be defined as the turning force of an object. In order to generate sufficient torque, the golfer must have good rotation in their backswing. The amount of power you are able to create during your golf swing is dependent on the amount of rotation and torque created. In this video clip of professional golfer Jordan Spieth, you can clearly see how he creates rotation during his backswing. In order to generate torque, it is important for the hips to only rotate slightly while the shoulders rotate as far as possible. The resistance of the lower body to the backward movement of the upper body will create a lot of potential torque. Total torque can be found by multiplying the force due to shoulder torque by the distance from the center of body rotation to where the force is being applied. Since distance of an arm in this case never really changes, the force created by the shoulder torque is crucial for the amount of total torque created. The more potential torque you create, the faster you'll be able to swing the club head. The energy stored during the backswing will be transferred through the club as the swing progresses. The faster the club head is moving when it makes impact with the ball, the greater the amount of kinetic energy that can be transferred to the ball and the farther the ball will travel. The impact of the golf ball is also important to the ball's flight. Golf clubs are designed with varying loft angles. These loft angles determine the peak height the ball is able to reach and also the amount of backspin put on the ball. While a high lofted club such as a 9-iron will cause the ball to have a high peak height during flight, it will not cause the ball to travel as far as a low lofted club such as a 4-iron. The reason a golf ball is hit with backspin is because backspin causes a magnetic lift on the ball. When the golf ball is hit with backspin, it causes the air to travel faster on the top of the ball, which causes a lower pressure area. The air under the ball is traveling slower due to the interaction with the backspin of the golf ball. The slower moving air leads to a high pressure area under the ball. According to Bernoulli's principle of fluid dynamics, air moves from high pressure areas to low pressure areas. This pressure difference causes the magnetic lift to act perpendicular to the flight path of the golf ball. The magnetic lift helps keep the golf ball in the air for a longer period of time and thus increases the flight time of the golf ball. It has also been found that a smooth ball travels only half as far as a ball with dimples. But how do dimples affect the flight distance? A golf ball moving through the air experiences drag, which acts to directly oppose motion. Because of this, there is a high pressure area on the front of the ball. The air is forced to flow over the ball and separates near the back. This creates a low pressure area behind the ball, which causes a turbulent air wake. The dimples on the golf ball causes the air to stick to the ball for longer, so it separates later than a smooth ball would. Also, the dimples cause increased turbulence in the boundary layer, which together with the later air separation leads to a decreased wake size. Overall, the dimples decrease the drag applied to the ball, and the ball is able to travel further. Also, the dimples aid in the lift of the golf ball by forming a turbulent boundary layer. Due to the drag force and magnetic lift that is experienced by a golf ball, it does not fly in a normal projectile motion. Instead, the golf ball flies in an impetus trajectory. This impetus trajectory leads to the golf ball basically coming straight down at the end of the flight path. This trajectory is due to the decreased velocity and decreased spin rate of the ball near the end of the flight. The decreased spin rate would lead to a decrease in the magnetic lift of the ball, so the ball would ultimately fall to the ground faster due to the decreased lift force. To summarize, the aerodynamic flight of a golf ball is determined by 3 variables: the speed of the ball through the air caused by torque, the spin rate, and the texture of the ball. These 3 variables cause the ball to travel further than if the ball was smooth, did not have backspin, and there was no rotation in the backswing. Hopefully with the knowledge of the biomechanics of golf ball flight, you will be able to maximize the distance of your golf swing, and maybe one day you will even win the Masters.